Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got my handsome and ever supportive, loving, comedic husband, producer James in the studio.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, somebody must have got good dicking last night. Say such kind words like that.
Yes.
Oh, did you guys hear that we have our first female African American, Asian American running for president?
Indian American.
Yeah, but remember, like, India is part of Asia, that whole Asian Indian thing?
I think it's part of the Middle East.
No.
Well,
Oh, see, this is where you're dumb, and I'm about to be smart. There's certain parts of India that they say they are Asians.
yeah. Well, I think they all say they're Indians. But
Are you really going to challenge me on this?
so she's Indian American. She was like the first Indian American senator. That was a big thing, or whatever she was. And now she's black because her dad was Jamaican and died when she was 4. So
Okay, how does that not make her black?
I'm just saying she went from being strong Indian American woman to now black woman.
No, she went to a black college. She pledged a black sorority. I think she's always thought that she was colored.
Oh, it's not that. I'm just saying the endorsements changed a bit.
I mean, her endorsement was when she was married to that goofy ass white guy. She knew she needed a goofy ass white guy in order to run for anything big. She knew that.
That's the Oprah rule.
Yeah, she has no, when she looks at, what is his name? Tim?
I don't know. It's some white man.
I don't know. When she looks at him, she does not look at him with loving eyes. She doesn't look at him like she adores him or anything. Like, he's there to carry her umbrella.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do.
I can relate.
Yeah, I wanted to achieve certain goals in life, and I knew I needed a blockheaded white guy to be by my side in order to kick open certain doors for me. And I'm not too proud to beg.
And then carry your Louis Vuittons through those doors.
Everyone has a role.
True.
Everyone has a role, but man, are people in an uproar about this.
Yep.
I tell you what, if she didn't think she was ever black, she sure does now.
Welcome to that treatment.
I think people are reminding her of the one drop rule. We're American. Go by that one drop rule. Like, one drop rule was really big here in the South. I don't think people really fully understand that. It was like if you had one drop of black blood in you, you were black no matter if you were Snow White. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I bet she has never felt as black as she feels right now ever in her life. Because believe me, she has been called every kind of black this, black that, since she put her name in to run for, president.
Yep.
Good luck to her.
Good luck.
I hope she doesn't get shot in the ear. That would be bad.
That'd be bad.
That'd be bad for 2 candidates in the same year to get shot in the ear if they got shot in the
Can
ear.
you imagine?
Yeah, that would be like, something ain't right here. That would be like, I think people would go from genuine concern to, well, how does that happen?
Yeah, wait a minute, guys. Maybe we're doing something wrong here.
Yeah, and it's the same ear.
Yeah.
Like, then you'll see black people all walking around with fucking bandages on their left ear and stupid shit like that. Because don't give us anything that we can make something out of.
Oh, yeah.
Because we will carry that shit to the grave. There'll be little babies in the NICU, little black babies with little bandages on their ears, representing Kamala Harris. That's just how we do.
They'll start naming babies things like Irolitho.
Yeah, Edro.
Edro. Leroy.
Yeah, all kinds. We take it there. If you're a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, which I hope that you are, it is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
All right, so big news. Phaedra Lioness Parks is coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I swore that I cannot stomach Phaedra Parks, even from her very first appearance on the Real Housewives. Like, she came on the show acting like she was this Southern belle, holier than thou, so educated. I'm a great lawyer. When all it is, we see now you was just an undercover hoe. Look at you now with your platinum blonde hair down your ass. You done got a BBL.
Really?
Yeah, she is. Was the preacher's kid.
I thought she was. Well, didn't she do that whole donkey booty thing?
Yeah, but I think she's added a little bit more to that ass.
She had a little more to that.
Yeah, she's got a little skin bleaching going on.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's got the eyelashes that look like Batman are on her eyelids. Yeah, all the like ghetto shit that she said she was so above.
Oh, she
is
there.
now that. Yeah. So, and I have to say, as much as I don't like Phaedra, I think she may actually save the Real Housewives of Atlanta now that, they stopped filming with Kendra.
Right.
Kenya, who got kicked off for just being stupid.
Yes.
Just stupid. So Frick and Frack are back because Portia's also coming back this season.
Oh, nice. I
yes,
like
they
Portia.
are. So there's going to be lots of booty clapping and all kinds of shit. Well, we're going to have one person. We're going to have Portia, who's not going to, say any words correctly. It'd be like me being on there. Then you're going to have Phaedra, who's going to pretend like she's reading a fucking encyclopedia all the time. So it's just like, this is how I know the entertainment world ain't about shit. They got rid of her because she created this crisis on the show. She started this horrible rumor about candy and rape allegation and drugging allegations and things like that.
Yep.
So Bravo put her on pause. This is what Bravo does. They put you on pause, which means basically you've been fired. But if they ever feel a need that they need you to return, they'll take you off pause.
Ah.
So she's off pause.
Off pause. Unpaused. Resume.
And she did like any other fucking black person would do. She went and took a picture in front of a PJ that she can't afford to fly off. It is basically you call someone and say, so you going to be in town next Saturday? Oh, okay, you're not doing nothing with the plane? Okay, so the PJ is available. No. I don't need a pilot. I don't need a pilot. I don't need any of that. No. You don't need a course guide or anything like that. I just want to...
Just open the door.
Can you let me borrow for about 45 minutes and let me just take some pictures? I'm going to take pictures on the inside with some champagne. Then I'm going to take some pictures of me walking down the steps like I just got off the PJ.
Like, I bring my own lights. You don't even have to turn the inside on.
You don't have to worry about it. You don't even have to turn
it
on the AC because I'm going to have a wind blower there to blow my wig anyway. So don't even worry about it. The pilot is not needed at all. And I'll take you out to dinner. Like, she can't afford to take a fucking PJ. You know how much a PJ costs?
Know. It's a lot. I mean, it really is a lot. Like a charter is a lot, but to like to make it look like that's the way you normally travel is insane.
That's how the Kardashians normally travel. Phaedra Parks is not doing that.
Right.
I mean, she's an attorney, and I don't even think she's really a glorified attorney. Like, she represented Bobby Brown, and Bobby Brown, went to jail, I think. Mm-hmm. That was her claim to fame. And we saw on the show where Sheree Whitfield's stupid-ass, goofy-looking husband beat her in a court hearing. Yeah, he out-tricked her.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like, ooh, and Sheree was hot mad. She was like, I just knew my attorney, Phaedra Parks, was going to come in here and shut it down. No, she got shut it up, is what she did.
Didn't her ex-husband, Atlas or Apollo, get arrested just recently?
You did not just call that man Atlas.
Well, I can't remember what his name was. It was
Atlas.
an A.
It's Apollo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so recently, a week ago, he got arrested for apparently putting his hands on his new wife.
Ooh.
So the argument was about the fact that they're both cheating. I feel like if you cheating and I find out, and then I'm cheating and you find out, we even. There's nothing to fight about.
You just shake hands.
Either way, it's going to be so we going to stay together or we going to be with these other people. It literally is just to me, that is like a divorce and no one has any money and no property. You literally just say, okay, or you say, no, we're not going to do this.
It's just a breakup at that point.
It's just, so it's like, I can't kick your ass because you were cheating. Because I'm cheating, I'm doing the same damn thing. Yeah. So it's like, are we going to do couples counseling? How are we gonna figure this out? Like literally we can go to Applebee's and talk to each other over the frozen margaritas and the wings and figure this out.
I think you really do just like take shots and go to bed. Like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
we both lose.
we at least we're going to bed together tonight. I think it's as simple as that. So to me, I'm like, keep the money all in the family. I think Phaedra should represent him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way he doesn't have to pay an attorney, and it's
she'd
good.
charge his ass.
Good
You kidding?
publicity. She know he ain't got no money. I don't even think he pays child support for those kids.
Oh, shit.
So I think it would be pretty good publicity for Phaedra. You know what I mean? I'm just like, how do you hit a woman for cheating and you cheating? That is such a manly thing to do.
That is a men double standard thing for sure.
Yeah. If anything, he should be more upset that he's married to a stupid woman because she got caught cheating. Usually we don't.
That's the real problem.
That's the real
She's
problem.
bad
She's
at
a
cheating.
sloppy cheat. Like, that's what I would be pissed off. Like, you sloppy asshole. How the fuck you get caught cheating? Like, women usually, we're pretty good. Women have been known to be better cheaters than men.
Yes.
Y'all just do stupid shit almost like you want to get caught, where women's like,
We're not as naturally conniving as women can
I
be.
wouldn't say conniving.
I would say conniving.
I don't think that's the correct term to use to express what you're trying to say. I don't think we're conniving. We know how to keep our mouths shut, is what we do.
For
Y'all
some
don't.
things.
Yeah, for some things.
You know, there's other things y'all fucking blab like a doll that can pull its own string.
I tell you what, if a woman doesn't want to get caught, she's
She
not
will not get
going
caught.
to get
Yeah,
caught.
that's true.
If she gets caught, it's because she fucking wants you to know she's tired of your ass and she is giving you all the ammunition that you need to leave her ass. Yeah. So, yeah, I would be more upset about that. I'm just like, you can't do shit right. How you fuck up? You had one job. Your job was to cheat and keep it secret, and you couldn't even fucking do that. That would piss me off more. That now he's in jail. I don't know if he's been bailed out. I don't even know what's going to happen because, you know, he's been to prison twice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still on paper or anything. Man, I have watched
Listen to you.
too many
Listen
episodes
to you.
of Love After Lockup, Inmates to Roommate, and all these other
Man.
fucking shows where I just say, I don't know if he's still on papers.
WeTV has taught you so much.
It has.
It really has.
I
On
actually
paper.
feel like I'm a prisonologist. I really, really do. I feel like I know prison language. I know about visitations. I can tell you what clothes to and to not wear on a visit. I know way too much about prison for someone who's never been in prison. That surprisingly, I've never been to prison.
It's too bad you don't watch shows about math and science.
No, that's boring. Who wants to watch
Why
that?
pick up any of that?
Yeah, I don't want to see anything like that. Okay, so speaking of housewives, Kim Zolciak is on season 2 of The Surreal Life. Now, I have to say, and I probably have mentioned it before, that, you know, I used to watch The Surreal Life way, way, way back in the day. And then so many years later, they decided to revive the show. So last season was actually pretty good. We had, who were the stars of the show? I'm going to say Dennis Rodman. We really got to know him. Tamar Braxton was on there.
The entanglement boy.
Yeah, the guy who had the affair, August Alsina. We're not going to call him the entanglement boy anymore, especially since that boy's with the boy now. I think bald-headed Jada Pinkett was just practice run for him. You know, he really just wanted a guy. He was like, well, let me test it on this bald-headed
It's a nice
hoe.
transition.
Yeah, I feel bad that I can't remember any of the white people who were on there.
Wasn't Bam on there?
No, it was Malcolm in the Middle boy.
Oh, Freddie, what's his name?
Nunez.
Yeah.
What was his
Freddie
name?
Nunez.
No, that's not it. What is his name? His name is not Malcolm in the Middle.
No, it's not. No, it's
And then
not.
who else was on there? I feel so bad. I remember Kim Coles was on there. Who was the girl that just got Trump, all those charges on Trump?
Oh, Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels was on there. I can't remember. That's going to bother. Frankie Muniz.
Yeah.
No, Muniz.
Yes.
Frankie Muniz.
Okay, here we go. Season 7. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frankie.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
August Alsina, C.J. Perry, Dennis Rodman, Frankie Muniz, Kim Coles, Manny Moi.
Who?
Manny MUA, the makeup guy. Was that him?
Oh, yeah. He was forgettable.
And then Stormy.
Yeah.
And then Stormy and Tamar.
Yeah, you know who everyone really liked was Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie
was,
Muniz. He
yeah.
was like the
Well, he's
he
a
was
cool
like
guy.
he was really really cool. He was that person that everyone just really
Yeah.
liked because he was just cool and he was just that guy.
I don't know why he was on there. He's never been in any kind of like
You don't have to be in
scandal
trouble.
or something like
You don't
that.
have to have had any scandals either.
Yeah, but he's got his shit together. Why the fuck he's on a
People
Surreal
who
Life?
have their shit together can go on the surreal life. It's people that's not actively working
Well,
that kind of go on the surreal life.
I'm reading some of these names.
Okay, so tell us who's on season 2.
Okay, so season 8. This is actually season 8.
This is season 8, but season 2 of the reboot.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
right, exactly. Macy Gray, Chet Hanks.
Ooh.
You want to talk about these
Man,
each one?
Chet Hanks,
What about him?
man, I'd give up my marriage for a little bit of Chet.
Oh,
That boy is fucking fine. Oh my, with his talentless ass. He is Tom Hanks' son.
yes.
He can whisper his dad's name in my ear all night long.
I didn't know Tom Hanks had another kid besides Colin.
He does.
Yeah,
I
didn't
think
know.
there's another kid, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Macy Gray, who is a
Nutcase. But
I had no idea.
She's hilarious. She is making this season.
Yeah.
She's a star.
She is like,
She's everything that you would have figured fucking Macy Gray would be and more.
yeah,
She doesn't give a fuck.
no.
She dressed like she just pulled shit out of her dresser drawer and said just throw it in a suitcase. I'm not sure that, her wild and funky hair, I'm not 100% sure that's her hair. I don't know if it's a wig or not because sometimes it's braided and then it's like in the traditional Macy Gray kind of look. But this bitch is fucking throat. So I'm going to get back to her. We've got Josie Canseco.
You got Allie Brooke.
Who was from Fifth Harmony. Like, she might as well not even be on the show. All she does is have high anxiety. That's it.
Yep. OT Genesis.
So he's a rapper, but he also has a baby with, it's Kourtney Kardashian's 2 black friends that are twins, Malika and Khadijah. I'm not sure which one.
Oh yeah, so Malik Hack delivered their baby.
Okay, they have a
boy,
baby.
Ace Flores.
Okay. And then who else is on there?
So you mentioned Kim Zolciak.
Kim Zolciak. Then who's
Josie
the
Canseco. You
yes,
got that.
whose dad was Jose
Jose
Canseco.
Canseco.
And
Tyler
then
Posey.
who?
Tyler Posey. He's
He was an actor.
And a musician.
He kicked shit off. Like, he used to be on an MTV show where he was a werewolf.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, is that everyone? No,
Nope.
Johnny Rare.
Johnny Weir.
Weir, however you say his last name.
Yep.
The figure
Who
skater.
I love.
Who's the bad boy of figure skating. Okay.
Which is just the funniest thing ever.
So this is how crazy this season is so far. It is like the first or second night, and Tyler starts talking about eating ass. Just in the middle of a conversation, he starts talking about eating ass. I'm like, oh, this season has picked up quickly. Okay, I want to hear about eating ass. I want to hear like how because he eats boy ass and girl ass.
Oh, he's just a buffet of ass.
Yeah, I wish I were there because I'd be like, well, is there a difference between licking boy booty and girl booty? I have a feeling girl booty is a lot cleaner than boy booty from my experience with boy booty.
I think we know the answer
Yes,
to that.
I want to know these
We're pretty
things.
sure about
You know,
that.
I'm fascinated by people who are fluid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that because just how you like everybody.
I mean, you're just full of love. I just want to get it all over everybody's face.
I barely have enough love and patience for my one husband. How the hell am I going to have a bitch on the side too? Oh no, I'm slapping
work.
hoes and shit.
That's a lot
No.
of work.
But so Macy Gray is fucking insane. So she first tells us, how she gets through life. What helps her calm down are the following. Get your pens out. Cocaine,
Calms her down.
weed, alcohol, and pizza.
That's
how she gets through life.
That's hey. She
That's what
seems like
pops. Who openly says that on? This is not just. This is like basic cable show. This is not an HBO Cinemax kind of
this
show.
is not premium that you
This
pay
is on
for.
MTV, and
So-
she's talking like that.
She seems like a more fun Wendy Williams.
I tell you what, I like the things that she uses to calm her down.
It fits your brand for sure.
I'm just surprised that someone's mother would go on television and admit that they She didn't say she used to do these things.
Actively.
She actively does those things. Okay? But what we see what really fucks her up in the house is the fact that she's on Ozempic. Yeah, she's like, I can't shit. I haven't shit since I got here. I didn't shit before I got here. My stomach hurts. I can barely move. I sat on the toilet. Nothing comes out. I went and sat on the toilet again. I can't eat anything. I can't drink anything. Bitch, you on Ozempic. Did you not read the side package label of what it said? And then here's Kim's Ozempic. Oh, yeah, Ozempic will do that to you. Bitch, I thought you said you lost all your weight from a deer. That little fucking weight loss system. It's called Madare or something like that.
I thought you meant a literal deer.
No, Madare, or I'm probably saying it wrong. You guys know me. But she's been like, pledging this. One of the things they had to do was they had to do breathing exercises. And white people, as soon as they do it, they fucking start crying. I feel so good. I feel relief. I feel like I could conquer the world. Then their next thing was, now this really was a challenge. They had to walk up 750 steps. There's this like famous place in Colombia where they're filming at 700. And now this is one time I did relate to Macy. She goes, I don't think I'm going to do that. Y'all go ahead and go up there. I'm not going to do it. She said, I did 12 steps. And she just threw her hand. She goes, no, y'all. I see y'all at the bottom, right? So they're climbing up 750 steps. This bitch is like, oh, I'm going to go get each one of them a gift. I'm going to go gift shopping, right? So she takes the person that holds the mic, the boom man?
Yeah, the boom.
She takes him off his job. She basically tells him, you going to go an extended lunch break and come translate for me because I don't speak Spanish, right? So they go shopping. Then she's like, man, I need a margarita. Why the fuck are her and the boom mic guy sharing a margarita?
Because she's Macy Gray.
And then she had the audacity, don't you need to go back to work? He's like, no.
I'm following you.
No. This is my job. You know what I mean?
But you notice he still had that boom turned to her.
Wait, he told her, he goes, no, I'm still recording. I'm recording every fucked up thing that you say here. Believe me, I'm not missing a beat, but I'm going to have this drink with you as well. Yeah, she's crazy.
She's crazy.
Yeah, like
and she's not artist crazy. She's just crazy.
Yeah.
She's not eccentric. I think she's actually crazy.
I think she's eccentric.
Well, and crazy.
I think she's crazy. And I also think she does cocaine and weed and Ozempic. That's like and pizza. That's like a crazy.
But you can't be doing pizza and Ozempic. That's counter.
And maybe so what she said was, soon as I leave here, I'm going on tour. Then I realized, oh shit, I don't want to be fat on camera. And I started Ozempic, but I started too late. So here I am, fat on camera.
Maybe she's got it mixed up. Maybe she's snorting the Ozempic and injecting the cocaine.
Either way, you should lose weight.
You think so?
Yeah, either way, she should have dropped like 50 pounds before she made it on the fucking show. Like, I don't know. I hope she makes it throughout the season and doesn't die of like a fucking heart attack, because that's a lot of no-nos on that list. And I don't think you're supposed to drink alcohol when you're on Ozempic either.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to drink alcohol with any medication that you take. I think it says on the side of Tylenol, you're not supposed to drink alcohol, so good luck to Macy. And I don't know. So Kim's back to her hoe ass ways. She sees Chet as like, oh, okay. Croy's broke. And she does say, her and Croy are going through a divorce, and he's doing sneaky stuff while she's there, like trying to sell the house while she's there. But I'm thinking to myself, if you're going through a divorce, why would you get on a reality TV show and be all up on Tom Hanks' son's dick? Because I can't call him Chet. Like, he has to be known as Tom Hanks' son to me. I think it just makes it worse. Like, he's Forrest Gump's son right there. And I think there's going to be a scene where they're in the bathroom together, because the bathroom is the only place that does not have cameras. And you see them coming out of the bathroom together. I don't know how you would feel about me being on a Surreal Life and me going into the bathroom with Chet Hanks.
Pretty sure I would be at the house pretty quickly.
I feel like there's no reason to be in a bathroom with Chet Hanks unless you're Macy Gray and you're having a hard time shitting, and maybe you need a shitting coach.
Shit coach? I've heard of life coach. Never heard of shit coach.
I remember one time I had just got weight loss surgery, like the second one. And I was so fucked up from the anesthesia. Like I wasn't, but my bladder was. My bladder would not release at all. And I've never had to pee so bad in my life. Like my bladder I was crying. My bladder felt like it was the size of a watermelon. I asked the nurse, who was a guy nurse, which I fucked up then and there. I begged him for a catheter, right? So he's putting in the catheter. He's like, oh no, I put it in your vagina instead. How does one do that? Like, I say, you know what? Never mind. So I had to go to the restroom and coach my bladder. So I'm sitting on the toilet, right? I'm still half doped up. I'm sitting there and I'm saying, you're so brave. You're so smart. You can do this. And I'm telling myself, like, I have been doing this since birth. I came out of the cooter knowing how to piss and shit. I can pee. I can do this. And I tell you, it kind of worked. A little couple of triples came out. Then I had to sing the song again. You're so strong. You're so brave. To really coach my bladder, it's working. Like, I kid you not. And it was the weirdest, I will put that down as one of the top 10 weirdest experiences I've ever had in my life.
Having to serenade your bladder.
And then you have to rock. And you have to, like, rub your thighs. It's a team effort. You're like, you're so strong. You're so brave. And then you clap. You're so strong. You're so brave. Yes, I had to coach my bladder. Like, it's a real thing. So I do believe there is a need for a shit coach. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So good luck.
Oh, he probably coached her with his dick. Let's be honest.
I mean, when you got a shit that bad, I think if you're willing to stick an enema up your ass, what's this different from a dick?
I'm saying Chet probably coached her.
With his dick? I think he's in there coaching Kim Zolciak with his dick. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't know she's already a hoe. He doesn't really have to do much coaching there.
I just saw an article that said the surreal life finally makes Kim Zolciak digestible. Which is funny.
Well, because she's
got to do a whole re-imaging thing now.
And now that you said that, and she's trying really hard to do it. Yes. You can tell that I'm like, do you think we did not watch you for 13 years on Bravo? We know how you really are. And she's trying to be like, oh, I'm the supportive person. Oh, I'll stay down here with you. I'm sorry. I'm like, I'll stay down here with you, but I'm going to smoke my cigarette. Don't be tardy for the party. Whoa, 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 whoa. The ring didn't mean a thing to you. Yeah, she's like, have you heard my one-hit wonder song? She's trying really hard to be like the supportive role.
It's a rebrand.
And it's totally fake because we know
here's how fucked up she is. The only show she could get back on was the Surreal Life. That tells you
pretty
something.
Bad. Yeah. And that tells you how broke you are too.
Yes.
And then you're not even the star of the Surreal Life. Like, she's not even, let me think. So Macy Gray's most definitely the star. You've got Chet, he's a star because he's so goddamn fine. I mean, he ain't even got to say anything. That motherfucker could be deaf and mute and get me pregnant. Like, he is sexy. He got a little thug to him. He a little bit sensitive. Plus, he got a rich dad. Like, I like that.
I'm missing a few of those things.
And then Tyler. So Tyler's a real spiritual guy. Like,
he's like the August.
He's like the August Alsina. Yeah, and then you've got Johnny, who's just great. You like, who doesn't like Johnny?
He's just, yeah.
Yeah, and then OT is actually pretty funny himself. Like, I like him. Kim is just like, she's fake, as always. She's fake. Like, I'd rather her go there being fucking Kim. You know what I mean? Like, at least Kim is funny. She's not even funny. But we do see her without her wig on. I'll say that. So, she does have hair. She's not bald-headed. Okay. So, this is so much drama. So, basically, the rumor is everybody from the Real Housewives of New Jersey lost their job. Like, how do you just everybody get fired on their off day?
The whole crew.
But the season has just been that toxic and that bad. It just,
I've heard that. I mean, I've heard this. This has been like one of the
this
worst.
is the worst
Just-
season.
I mean, not worse like watching, but like the most vicious. Like the
No, it's
meanest.
been the worst watching. The
Oh, really?
viewership has been very low.
Oh,
It's just been bad all around. Like there's no storylines. You know, half the people don't like each other. They're fighting over the same shit they've been fighting over for years. Everybody's lying. It's just been really bad. And Teresa is the main part of it. And here's the thing, she hasn't even been on there that much because she has zero storyline other than Marge did this, Melissa did that. That's it. That's been her storyline. She's like dragging along her daughter Gio like she's a fucking knockoff Louis Vuitton purse because she's got no support from anywhere else. It's just been bad. I mean, I will say like the newbies have been bringing it more this season than the other ones have, with the exception of Marge. Marge is always going to bring it. Marge is fucking the bone collector. She's always going to come out with something. She did some gangster boo shit this past episode because Teresa, tell me how fucking stupid this is. She wants people to hate Margaret so bad that she collects some of the girls, says, hey, come to my house. My attorney is going to come here and talk to all of you about all the horrible stuff that Marge is doing. First of all, what attorney is going to do that?
yeah.
Like, this is the same attorney that she had when she went to prison and the same attorney that Joe had when he went to prison and got deported out of the country. Why is he still on retainer? I just don't get it. But what? And someone said that his fucking office is next to the meth lab. Marge said that. She's like, my attorney's on Fifth Avenue. Her attorney's office is next to a meth lab. Well, you know, and it was just so bad. And so we're thinking, oh, okay, we're really going to hear something. And the best way I've heard it be described was this was a big nothing burger. And I've heard of some white shit, but I've never heard of nothing burger before. That is white. It is so white that it's iconic to me. I'm like, nothing burger. That is some shit right there. So Teresa has all the girls over here. We're waiting for like this big moment that never comes. The big moment was that Marge was told that this was happening and she had a funeral arrangement of flowers. Okay. And I kid you not, it is simply it is like the floral arrangements for a funeral. So much so that when the guy was bringing it to the door, someone goes, that looks like it's for a funeral. And it says, say goodbye to your dignity, Teresa and James. Love, 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 Marge. Love, love, love is Teresa's saying. Like it's one of her tag things, like the thing that she says, love, love, love. And Teresa gets so fucking mad. She's like, take it back. Tell her to shove it up her ass. Get off my property with that. Like, that's all it's been all season. And I'm just like, Teresa has to see that this is her downfall. And let me tell you how it's her downfall. All this season, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, when the commercial break comes on, it is a commercial starring Marge in it. It is for a hair care like a dye company, like hair dyeing company.
Yeah.
Marge has been on all the fucking commercials the entire season.
No.
And then to really fucking stick it to Teresa on this episode, fucking Melissa and her brother and Teresa's brother Joe are they're on a RHOA's
Yeah, something like that.
pasta
Yeah.
sauce.
Rayo's
Rayo's,
pasta sauce.
yeah. I said this bitch is blowing a casket. Because, you know, that's what she said one time. You're going to make me blow my casket. You're going to make me blow my casket. I'm like, this bitch is rolling over fucking possum style right now, having a stroke. Like, it's just been so bad. It's been so bad, you cannot stop watching it.
So it's like train wreck good then.
No.
It's a train wreck bad.
No.
Just bad.
It's just as bad. And you're like, I have to keep watching it, right?
I've been watching it for 30 years.
You
Might as well
keep
finish.
watching it thinking that the next episode is going to be good, and it's just not. And the plastic surgery that these women, I don't know what the fuck they're doing to their faces. It literally looks like, what's the boy's name from Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh, shit.
It looks like
Leatherface?
he ripped Teresa's face off and then put it back on his style.
Looks like Leatherface.
Yeah, it looks hard. And Dolores is like not too far behind Teresa with the plastic surgery on her face. I'm like, you're getting old. Like,
Sorry.
like it's not, doesn't look good at all. They just look, what is it? Weathered? Just looks
Weathered.
leathered. It just looks,
look like tan fucking hide.
looks bad. Okay, after this break, we're going to talk Teen Mom and the latest news from Mama June. I want to remind you guys to subscribe to us on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Music, iHeartRadio, and on Spotify. And if you really like hearing me, you can catch me every Monday on Pink Shape Podcast. Right now, we are covering Love After Lockup, as well as Inmate to Roommate on the free feed. And then starting next week, I can't remember what dollar level it is, we're going to be covering Love is Blind UK.
All right.
True, sir. So, like, I've already watched one of the screeners for Love is Blind UK. And when I got done, I already was speaking in, like, a bad British accent. I'm like, hello, cheerio, boys, let's go outside. Yeah, it's like half Irish, half British. I don't know. And then, so the sickening thing about it is that all these Brits are from different parts of Britain, so they have different accents.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't know that. I only know that because they were mentioning it, because I'm like, y'all all sound like Harry Potter to us, but okay, go off.
Oh yeah, it's as different as in America.
Yeah, I was just, they're like, oh, so I hear that accent. You must be from, and I'm like, bitch, where's your wand at? Like, huh? Hermione? Like, to me, I'm just like, y'all all sound like Harry Potter and them. Like, what do you mean that's a different accent? I'm like, what? Huh? I'm like actually turning up the volume, like listening hard. I'm like, I don't hear it. I don't, what? I just don't pick it up at all. And like, they're all crazy. They're like, they constantly mention the different accents. I thought they all came from one country. And they all sounded the same.
That'd be like saying everybody from the U.S. sounds the same. We don't.
We don't. So, they are still trying to hold on to Teen Mom. Mm. And it doesn't seem to matter how low the viewership goes, because it is like down in like the dumpity dumps. And they just keep renewing the show.
We got to fill that time slot.
I guess in between episodes of ridiculousness, they figured, I don't know, let's see what these bitches are up to. Like, question mark? Like, I don't get it, because it literally has become, the last episode I watched, I said, I got it. I finally fucking got it why it's still on. It is a 1 hour long ad for different things.
Really?
Yes, it is. So here's an example. So we've got one couple. Their ad is all about IVF treatment. That's all they talk about. They go to the doctor's office, who must sponsor the show in some way, shape, or form. So it is like when the football season for high school football kicks off, you have someone that calls your business. Hi, I'm from Dickinson Gator Booster Club. Would you like to place an ad in, what is the little booklet called?
Our newsletter. Or
would you like to put in that? Yeah. So I feel like each person says, I want to buy this square size in the program, but your program is an hour-long television show. So we've got the doctor doing the IVF treatment. She has bought, I think she did a whole full back page of the program. All right. So we've got that. Then we've got the De Jesus's. Like, this person is like, they have an ad every season. You know how you have a business that you just know in the program, they're going to have their business in there. Right. Because they have been promoting this same rehab facility in Texas for 10 seasons. They have gone, let me explain. The same rehab center someone has gone there for gambling, alcohol, drug addiction, all in one rehab. In my simple mind, I thought there were different rehabs. Hey, this rehab facility is only for the gamblers. You guys come on here. Want to make a bet? I thought this rehab facility is for the alcoholics. Come on, finish that bottle down and walk on in. Welcome. Then I thought this rehab was for like, oh, your mom uses cocaine? Drop her off here. We'll get her on methadone. That's what I thought. But apparently in the state of Texas, you can combine all the rehabs together.
It's kind of like a hospital where you have multiple doctors doing different stuff. You
Well,
there's like a foot hospital, an arm hospital, or a head hospital.
I guess. But like I said, in my simple head, that's just how I thought rehabs were run. Clearly, I was wrong. So they have an ad. They don't even have to call. They know to go ahead and renew. Like MTV has their credit card number. They know every time they start a new season of rehab to go ahead and run it through.
They're like Netflix. It's just automatic.
It just automatically goes because this rehab is committed to this fucking show. So now they added a new one. Okay. And this is for Cheyenne and her beige fucking life. This has got to be one of the most boring, and I hate to say a black person is boring, because I think we all just got that from slavery days. We still got, we can dance for you, we can smile for you, we can sing and do a jig. I feel like black people have like that entertainment blood. Yeah, we have that entertainment kind of blood in us a little bit. But apparently I'm wrong. But she is light-skinned with hazel eyes, so it's some white somewhere down there, and some of that black got diluted, because this is like, she is like a wet towel. She is like a wet towel and did nobody take a shower. You know what I mean? She is like watching paint dry in a room and there's no lights on. Like, she is that. I'm like, why is she on this show? She never was 16 and pregnant. But we all know this. But now they're going to have an ad, okay? They found a new person called MTV. They said, can I have MTV sales department? And they said, I want to run an ad. I want to run a one episode ad with Cheyenne, okay? Because the person who is representative is black also. So maybe this is the black company. I don't know. But this is what they do. So the guys from the show are all on the guys' trip. Mm-hmm. And Cheyenne calls because her husband is there and her oldest daughter's dad is there as well. So she FaceTimes them. And she's got this, I don't even know how the guy knew she was upset. She literally has two facial expressions, okay? From the Botox and just from being boring, because boring people have no facial expressions. Because why? Nothing exciting happens to them, so they just look the same way all the fucking time. So she has to tell him, I'm upset. And they're like, well, what are you upset about? Well, we took Rye, me and my mom took the kids to this play zone place, and all of a sudden we see Rye, and she's crying. And we're like, Rye, why are you crying? And she goes, you know what she said? Rye said that this little white boy called her the N-word. Wow. She's only 6 years old. This has never happened to her before. Whatever should we do, guys? Well, first of all, that's called bad parenting. Because I told my child at 3, the first thing a white person gonna say to you when you make them mad is they gonna call you the N-word. A black person's gonna call you the N-word
and love you.
And they may call you that as a nickname. Hey, little Nick. Do not fret when this happens to you, small child.
Do not fret.
I told Scholar, this is what's going to happen. That the first 2 things someone's going to call you when you upset them is they're going to call you a bitch or they're going to call you a nigger. And in some cases, they're going to put it all together and call you a nigger bitch.
Or either way works.
Either way you work. Yeah, either way you want to combine it, okay? They're going to hyphenate it either way. And this is a true story. You have to prepare your children for things like this. Going to a play space is not the time to teach your child about the N-word if your child is black. You've done your child a disservice as far as I'm concerned. So, guys, we need to have a meeting. A meeting? Why the fuck you ain't knocked the little white boy out? Who called your kid the N-word? The fuck?
Meeting with us?
Yeah, like, why do we as the parents have to have a meeting? Like, why didn't you go all nuck if you fucking buck? Where your daddy at, little boy? Where your whole mama at, little boy? I would have grabbed him up by his neck. Where you want your mama out? I want to call your mama a nigger. Calling my child a nigger? Like, that is not okay. To me, that situation could have been handled at the play zone that they was at.
Directly.
We ain't gonna have no problems, okay? Now you got this little girl crying because she ain't never heard the N-word before. Really? She's 6?
I get called that in my own house.
Y'all must
I'm
live in
white.
y'all must live in a real white neighborhood. Which is funny because Cheyenne's so pro-black. Like, she even got in trouble for like an old tweet when I don't know, it was some kind of black catastrophe that was going on where you white people did something god awful to black people. I can't remember what it was.
Wait, did you say a black-tastrophe?
It was a black catastrophe. Yeah, and that's when white people do something horrible. I don't know if it was doing like the George Floyd thing or something like that, when we just collectively all really, really, really hated y'all. We even stopped breeding with y'all for like the whole 6 months that went on. We did not breed.
That white girls were left alone.
They were left alone. No black man wanted to touch them. We just gonna go with ghetto fat black girls for right now, time being. Okay.
Black pride.
So it's the black catastrophe that went on, and she tweeted something like, y'all know I barely even like white people. So she's very pro-black, which makes it even more concerning to me that you have not taught your child about being black, because that's like top 5 things that your child needs to learn before they even go to daycare at 6 months.
So what are the 5? What are the top 5 things a black child should learn before they go to their first day of daycare?
Don't let nobody touch your hair.
Okay, 1.
Don't eat everybody's food. That teacher don't need to go in the bathroom with you. You already know how to wipe. Nobody needs to wipe you. Don't share nobody's nothing. Don't share anything with anybody.
And you're gonna get called.
Somebody might call you the N-word.
Parenting advice 101 from Keisha.
We're gonna start there. Now, it's many, many, many more lessons to learn. But since you only 3 months, we're going to start with these 5. These are top 5 for your age category. Okay? Get your pinky back in your mouth. All right? So, the parents, okay, you got Cheyenne, you got her husband, who is half white, half black, but seems to claim the black side because he wears a do-rag. And y'all's car got shot up when y'all was all together. So he real black. He really identifies with the black because he's a thug. Okay. Because y'all's Tesla or whatever that car was got shot up. It was on the show.
Wait, your Tesla got
Their
shot
Tesla got shot. Like someone.
That is the whitest black thing I've ever heard.
They're like in LA.
But still,
They're real like California.
my Tesla wasn't a drive-by.
Her daughter goes to school with the Kardashians.
Oh, that's
Kids,
hilarious.
okay? Then you've got Ryder's biological dad, Corey, who's also half white, half black. I don't know what he thinks he is.
Wow.
Then you've got Corey's baby mama that he's been with. See, now he identified with being black because he had the same girlfriend for 12 years and they got 2 kids and he ain't still married her. He identifies black because that's black man behavior right there, okay? That's black man 101 right there, okay?
That's one of the first 5 things a black male gets taught.
So
saying-
I called this this company and they want all of us to get together on a Zoom call.
Oh, don't.
And they're going to teach us how to talk to Ryder about when stuff like this happen. What the fuck? She ain't got no grandparents. She ain't got no cousins. She ain't got no aunts. She ain't got no uncles. Why we got to hire this woman to show us about a book you can order on Amazon to teach your child that she's black and different? You ain't taught your child she's different? Like, that was an ad space. It
Yes,
was a smaller
absolutely.
ad space.
Yep.
For the high school football sponsorship program.
That's that small little box.
It was the small box.
Yeah.
And so
they sponsored a couple of helmets.
And so then the least black person pops up on the screen with her green eyes and dirty blonde hair, but she is black. So they paid this person supposedly to tell them, this is how I would talk to Ryder. I would start with books. This book is about the farm and how everyone on the farm is the same, but they're different. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck off my screen with this bullshit right here, really? Like, it has to be all about ads. This shit cannot be for real.
It has to.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Because that was so fake.
That sounds like an ad you would sell on a podcast.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And that was
Like
so
that's something like you would like
stupid.
work into a conversation on a
Let
podcast.
me tell you what I really thought when she said book. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be real good. Like Uncle Ruck is gonna be on the cover
Maya
of this.
Angelou.
Yeah, something like, and she talked about a farm book.
Where the black guy's probably working the farm.
That's what I was thinking.
There's a black sheep.
I'm like, this is going to set it way back. So, okay, so basically we want to teach her about slavery at this time.
We're going to watch Song of the South now, kids.
All the fuck you had to do was put her ass in front of a TV screen and play Roots. She would have learned it all right then and there. She would have learned about being black, the N-word, being light-skinned, house Negroes, black, field Negroes, all of these shit.
Here's what you do.
You watch what you say with your white ass.
I will.
You be careful because you be real careful.
What you should do.
With your you should do's.
Sit down, have the kid watch Roots, The Color Purple, and Django.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
She gonna come out knowing all about being black, and she gonna be a little bit funnier.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was just like, I literally said, am I seriously sitting here watching this right now? Like, this is insanity.
Is it insulting to you as a black mom to have somebody, you pay somebody to figure out how to talk to your kid about being black?
I think that is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah.
How do we have all these black people in a row? Everybody Mama didn't buy a book off of Amazon, and these people know how to be black. Like, this is so crazy to me. To me, it is more heartfelt coming from your loved ones teaching you about this. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the book, the farm book, if you want to learn about chickens, laying eggs, ducks, geese, rats in the chicken coop, the farmer wife, what a hoe is, the different kinds of hoes. Like, yeah, sure, we're all different. Great. And then it did not help that the white girl goes, because I really need to know, because I don't know anything about being black. Bitch, we know. we know, because you're in a group of all African American people, and you're Mark. So, and you're Mark. Yeah, I'm like, this is just, it's just an ad. And I'm not going to put too much into any more of these episodes because it's just who sold this ad for this episode. So we got some pretty shocking news today. And if you follow the Libra Lounge with Keisha on Instagram and Facebook, like I hope that you are, you saw in the stories that Pumpkin and Josh from Mama June are getting a divorce.
Scandalous.
But it wasn't that much of a scandal to me. I was surprised for a second. Then my Rolodex started flipping. I'm like, I saw this shit brewing. I saw it. I synced it. So, number one, Josh cannot stand Pumpkin's family.
No.
Not at all. For very, very good reasons, okay? And then I was like, this makes a little bit more sense. So, on the TikTok and on the Reddit, there was this rumor swirling around, okay? And sometimes when a rumor is swirling a little bit too hard, there's got to be some truth in there, okay? There was allegedly allegations that there was a case of child endangerment involving Pumpkin and Josh. And I was like, I can believe that.
Let's see how they feed their kids. I can imagine.
Yeah. And one child never wears shoes. I feel like that's endangerment because he's always outside walking on gravel. I mean, unless you want him to have really rough feet, I don't know. So I was like, I could possibly see that, and considering June is the grandparent, I can see that. And then I was like, you know what? Pumpkin's been radio silent for about 2.5 months. Okay? This is someone who would post them mixing up their Bloom laxative mix every day. Ew. This is one of, yeah. Girl, I'm going to do it. I got a new cup. Let me show you how to mix it like this. And then she did the water talk. Y'all, I'm going to teach you how to do my water, girl. Let me show you. You get this Yeti cup. See, I got my special charms for this Yeti cup. And I'm going to mix the Starburst mix with the raspberry mix. Then shake it all up. And you put about 1/4 of a cup of... I'm doing too much, huh?
I want to punch you right in the face. I love you, but I want to hit you now.
I'm just giving an example of how she's always on TikTok.
Oh, my God.
And then she has the Sisters Closet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she was always on that, doing her lives. She even stopped doing the lives. Like, there was no Pumpkin at all. So I'm like, these are people who make their money, some of their money, selling TikTok shop stuff,
Probably most of their money at this point.
Yeah. And then you also have an online boutique that you only can buy from off your lives, and you haven't been on your live. So I'm like, suspicious. Now all of a sudden we hear that there's a divorce, and here's the funny thing. Pumpkin left him.
What?
Yes. So then my Rolodex went way, way back. And I can remember that there was a lot of complaining about the fact that Josh doesn't like to work.
Oh.
Nobody likes to stay-at-home dad when they're broke. Now, if you're rich and you want to be a stay-at-home dad, I could fuck with that. But we can't be renting this shit log of a cabin or whatever house that it fucking is. And you look at me every morning and tell me you're not going to work. We got problems then. There's no. And I'm not saying that, at least Pumpkin's got some kind of a grind. She's, reselling Temu shit to us, our stupid ass people out here who are buying it. When I'm like, bitch, all you got to do is go to Temu and you get that for $1. And you just paid $12 for it, plus shipping. Like, what the fuck? At least she's got some hustle, and she does her little paid advertisement. Like, she does something for Bloom. I know she does that. And then, like, she does a couple of things. Like, someone will say, hey, Pumpkin, can you shout this out on your show? And then, of course, making money from TikTok Shop. So she's doing something. And here's the thing. Someone has to stay home. They've got 4 kids. Yeah. Like, they cannot afford daycare. And just as a reminder, the house that we see them in on the show is not their house. Oh, it's their real house rule. Looks like chickens may be in their front yard just flying around. Like, not even their chickens, like chickens from across the street come in their yard and just shit in their yard and stuff like that. Okay. It is not the house that we see. So the cleanliness level is not top tier. It's a lot of clutter. It looks like it would be Pumpkin and Josh's real house. Okay.
So you see it when she does the lives, you get a lot better view.
Yeah, and when she does with her lives, she has converted. I think they converted like the garage at first, but I think now they actually got a little space to do it. Okay. But like when she's in the kitchen doing stuff, because she'll cook a meal or she'll do like the latest TikTok dance or whatever, it'll be in like their kitchen area.
And it ain't the same kitchen.
Oh man, it would put your OCD would be in overdrive.
Oh no.
From the clutter.
Oh no.
It's a lot of stuff. Like they're the type of people that like their counter space is storage space as well.
Oh.
And how nice white people like us, we put like nice decorative things there. We put our pots and pans like in cabinets. We put our blenders in cabinets. Yeah. Everywhere, everything has a place to go.
We put things away.
They don't do that.
Ugh.
No. You know how the little dish holder thing, you know how we'll put dishes there to dry and we put them away?
Go where they go?
They kind of always stay in there.
You're killing me.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, yeah, and I did find out because Mama June can't keep her fucking mouth closed. She's like, I know you guys, y'all been wondering if we're filming or not. And if you looked at my latest live, y'all, you can tell if it is. You can answer the question. And then someone just like, yeah, we saw the film crew, June. So they are filming right now because she's actually going through the custody battle to keep her granddaughter, Caitlin. So I'm just glad they're filming all of this. Like, this is making for some good shit. Now, some people are saying that Pumpkin and Josh are doing this to have a storyline for next season.
You think so? Do you think it might be? I mean, that happens. We've seen that happen with reality shows.
Well, I'll just put it this way. If I were a guy, I wouldn't want to be married to Pumpkin. And if I were a girl, I wouldn't want to be married to Josh. So it makes really perfect fucking sense to me. Yeah. But I'm to the, I look at it as that's a lot of fucking kids for us to break up.
Well, it's a lot of kids. It's just a lot of a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So from what the court records say, he's moving out. He's taking his name off of the lease for their house. They're going to have joint custody of the kids. And there's no alimony. And I don't remember seeing anything about child support on there. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait. I'm sure more and more stuff is going to come out.
I'm sure it's one of those things where, more stuff will come out. But, some of those people, they won't do child support because they have to claim that as income.
Yeah.
I mean, some people will game the system when it comes to child support.
And they look like system gaining kind
They
of
look
folks
like
to
some
me.
system gaming.
Yes,
You know,
they
June
do.
does with disabilities and all that kind
Well,
of
she
shit.
really is disabled.
No, I know, but I mean,
Pumpkin's not. Josh is not. Laziness is not a medical condition.
no. But
It's just a really bad attribute to
they
have.
look like some system gamers.
Yeah,
times.
they do. Yeah, so that's pretty juicy. That's all the buzz. And for the people who are still in my DMs telling me about this, I saw it. You know what it tells me? It tells me you weren't watching my Instagram stories, which you should be, because then you know I'd already seen it. That's what that tells me. Because when I respond, I'm going to say, did you see my stories?
Oh, yeah. By the way, look here.
Looky, 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 looky. So that's our show. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.